Hey everybody, how's it going? Doc and Howlett here to show you guys a bunch of goodies that I got. As the title would suggest, you know what I'm probably going to show you guys. Here's a quick little sneak peek of a stack that I got to show you guys. So just a quick spiel about how this kind of came to be. As many of us collectors here like old things, retro things, and I've been on a real movie kick for a while. That came about by me eventually bringing my VCR that I have. I got two of them actually, but I brought one of them upstairs and started watching some old movies that I had, and some VH tapes that I showed on one of my previous videos here that we got from a library sale. So just been on a real VHS old kick here, and so I got also some DVDs of some older movies as well too. But this whole stack here of VHS ended up going to my mother's house and raided her storage in the basement. All the stuff that my sister didn't, come away with. Quite a while ago when she left the house, I went back there and rummaged through it and found some old classic goodies. So I want to just share those with you guys and give you some thoughts on those, and let's have some fun with it. So the first thing I'll show you here is this Excalibur, which I showed you guys in the previous video where we got that library haul with books and some VHS movies. Excalibur was in that one, but I found this one at my mom's place. Obviously in much better shape, the case, and I haven't tested out the video yet, but that looks in good shape as well too. So yeah, this one, boy oh boy, just really weird. I think Excalibur, just who is it from? John Borman's reimagining here, or imagining of the King Arthur tale, but really trippy, it just weird. And some of these old ones are funny, just for that, seeing how awful sometimes they can be. But I think, what's his name? I can't remember the one actor, the guy who plays. Of course, during a video, things are going blank on me. The guy that plays Merlin. I think he was in the Spawn movie. I think he played Cagliostro. Yeah, I believe. But yeah, there's Excalibur. Let's put that in a pile over here. Let's go to this one next. This one, I think, who was showing this one? Oh, I think, who was showing it? Duh, of course it's always going blank. But anyways, you'll know this one. Heavy Metal right here. Just got the VHS. I wish I could have found the case. Really rummaged through Mom's storage in the basement to try to find the cases. So some have cases, some are really beat up cases, some are don't have them. But I wish I could find the case for this one. I might try to get the second movie eventually, or rebuy them or something. But yeah, this, I watched through it and it was pretty good. It was a little warped in some places, but after I cleaned the VCR, it was pretty good. So Heavy Metal, and yeah, eventually in another video I'll show you another heavy metal thing that I got that would be related to the movie. I think is really cool. But yeah, eventually I got to get the second movie. Heavy Metal, really cool, really awesome old movie there. Let's see, next one. Watch this one. Here we go. Most of the 80 movies I really loved. I was born in the 80s, so in that 80s, 90s movies, yeah, those are really what I like. Goofy cat is scratching at the door to come downstairs. But anyways, Adventures in Babysitting. I thought this one was kind of neat too, and of course, if anybody's watched it, might know why. But of course, it wasn't that astonishing after watching it now. But anyways, the little girl Sarah, as you can see here, she's a girl that's really into Thor. You can see her on the cover as well too. She's got Thor's helmet. So there's this kind of one Thor kind of moment for that character in the movie, but just kind of neat seeing this girl. She's really excited, loves the comic books, really into Thor. That's kind of what drew me into it. I mean, otherwise it's just kind of a goofy older movie, but a fun one to watch, I think. What do we got here? Oh, and I think I had 2 copies of this somewhere here. I might have taken it out, but anyways, yeah, no cover. And obviously some Please Be Kind, Rewind stickers on there. This is from Dusk Till Dawn, which was a really good, vampire movie. Just went trippy. It seemed like it was a psycho killer, movie at first, and then it just flips right around into a vampire movie eventually. Really, really good. Quentin Tarantino, and I'm losing it again. I always forget names while I'm doing a video. You know who I'm talking about. That guy that played Batman. That wasn't very good. George Clooney. There you go. But this was also a really good movie as well too. From Dusk Till Dawn. Here we go. And now I'm not a country video person, but if anybody knows, my interests, and will kind of know, maybe will clue into why I got this one before I explain it to you. But here's Shane, the old whatever Western movie. So why I got this one is because supposedly the film, and there was a clip of this shown in the Logan movie, and it had some kind of significance in the movie. So that's the only reason why I got this one from my mom, and I'm gonna watch it just to kind of really know that reference and watch the Shane movie, just like Laura and Professor X did in the Logan movie. I think that would just be cool. Let's see. Here's another one too. This one was good as well too. It's kind of comedy and whatever. But yeah, Ghost. Here we go. See, look at these. I watched some really weird kind of movies when I was a kid, and a lot of the '80s stuff too. I mean, this one was PG-13, but I mean, a lot of the kid stuff, even if it was PG. I mean, I'll show you one that's I think really crude coming up in a while. That it just '80s, '90s. Their ratings were just like woo, or it just seemed more like the ratings were off. I think I don't know. Sometimes with movies and things, I think children are more sheltered now, and I probably shelter my child from a little more grotesque or things that I don't want them to know about quite soon. There's a lot, and I'm not just talking about this movie, but in general, just a lot more was shown and taken more innocently in 80s and 90s movies than and now. But this is pretty funny, of course, with Whoopi Goldberg, and you got the what do you call it? The famous like the molding clay scene with the ghost, Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore. That was a good one too. I like it. Had to get this one for my wife. I mean, it's a good one to watch too, but the original Grease, not much to say about that. A classic musical. Right there. Now this one, case is starting to get a little beat up. I think I see my sister's name written on here. There's Predator VHS. Yeah. I love some of the old Schwarzenegger movies, which I think I showed you in one of my last hauls that I had gotten Total Recall. And yeah, some of these old Schwarzenegger movies were really great. It's just kind of a beat up case there, but if it still plays, it plays. I'm happy about that. Here's a good old Jim Carrey movie, which the second one was absolutely terrible. But I think it was The Son of the Mask that was absolutely terrible. But The Mask, this one was really, really good. I think done really well. Everybody should know about that one. And if you guys don't know about these and you want a little more information for some reason, just let me know. Talk to me in the comments. That's what we're trying to do here. Just get the conversation flowing and going, right? So, Mask, really good. And of course, I don't want to take forever on the video either. Otherwise, you'll just be clicking off and going somewhere else. So, let's move on with it. This one I had nothing to do. I don't know why I grabbed this. Or actually, I know why I grabbed it. Because my son put it in the pile. He was with me when we were looking through all the old stuff at my mom's place. And he picked this one out. Screaming Ninja. I have no clue. So, this one, besides reading what's on the back of it, I don't know. So if anybody's seen Screaming Ninja, let me know. Okay, let's start in this pile over here too. I got a few piles. Okay, another movie that has some, Be Kind, Please Rewind, but it's very blank. Something you might see in your dad's closet back in the 80s, under a stack of books. A no-name VHS video hiding in the closet. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, if you see the video, the old video store stickers on these videos, It's because a lot of the video stores, of course, when they have to get rid of stock or whatever, they'd sell them, and that's where I'd get a lot of my videos as well too. You'd rent, but when they finally had a big sale on things, that's what you would get, and you'd get a lot of these stickers on them, and some of them that I'll show you have the store stickers on them too, like the name. But anyways, this one with no label, I checked it in, and it's Bachelor Party, which is pretty close to some naughty stuff. And there's a really funny one of the scenes that I remember, and I watched this when I was a kid. Can you guys believe that? All this stuff, like I say, like I watched like RoboCop and Gremlins and Gruesome and a whole bunch of things when I was a kid, and I loved it, and it was part of my childhood, and I think I still retained quite a bit of my innocence, or I took a lot of those things more innocently than some people might take them today. I guess if you were an 80s, 90s kid like me, you might know what I'm talking about exactly. But yeah, Bachelor Party, and there's, like I say, the one part that I really remember was the foot long part. If you guys watch it, you'll know. But what's his name? Oh, Hank. What's his name? Hank. I'm blanking again too, but Wilson, football. Well, I always blank names on these. Anyways, but yeah, that's in that one. Here, I'll show you guys this one. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We rented the first movie. Found this one at my mom's at the second movie. And there's 8 movies. My wife's starting to read the books, so she wanted to start watching the movies after as well too. So that we don't have to pay or rent and spend a whole bunch of money. We're trying to get watch them for free as much as possible. So I found this one at my mom's. Like I say, we rented the first, and then we might be able to get I think the rest at our local library, borrow the rest of the movies too. So that's the only reason why I got the Harry Potter. My sister really liked Harry Potter. I watched most of them there. Don't remember much of them, but watched most of them at home because of that. This one I don't remember much of it, but this one used to be my uncle's. He did give my mother leave some stuff to my mother, in the will or whatever when he was about to pass away, which he did a while ago. So this is one of the movies she let me take that was my uncle's. So Iron Eagle, and I kind of remember this one, but not much. I know I watched it, but I don't remember much is what I'm saying from this one. So I'll give it another watch and see how I like it. Iron Eagle. Let's keep it going here. This one I have no clue as well, but I picked this one up because it's a Star Wars movie. No case, but Ewoks. If anybody knows about this one, let me know in the comments below. This was another one that was from the video store. Ewoks Volume 2. I have no clue what's on that one. I don't know if it's the live action little Ewoks or cartoon or what. I'm not sure. Here was one. I really liked this one when it came out, and I might even purchase this one when it came out. I'm not sure. Like, this might have been the one I purchased, but forgot it at Mom's. But yeah, Freddy vs. Jason. I really liked some of the newer Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy vs. Jason. Jason, what was it? Jason X or whatever I think it was, or Freddy X? Jason X? I think it was Jason X. That's the one who was in space. I really liked that, and that one was super cool. And then this one had come out after that, I believe. So this one was cool. Give that one another watch. This one I have no clue about, but I'm going to give it a try because the cover at least looks very cool. I doubt the movie is going to be really any that good, I don't think. Because what year is it from? I can't see the year. But $5.99 it was. Lifetime guaranteed. Previously viewed. Here's Lion Man 2. And there's the back. And like I say, it has some of the stickers from the video update where it was purchased at. Lion Man. So I'll give that one a check. See how that one is. Here's another classic one. I think this is the second in the series. I got to get the first two because it would be really nice to get that. But here we go. Conan the Destroyer. And the first one was the Barbarian, right? Yeah, really cool. Really classic, old, awesome Schwarzenegger movie there. Is this another video update one? Yep, it is. And look at that. It's got my sister's name written on it. There we go. Okay, we got to keep a move on here. Here's a good one. Don't really need to say much about this one. Mrs. Doubtfire. This is the other one. I already showed you guys this one, didn't I? Yeah. But Excalibur. Yeah. There you go. So that was the other copy of that one. So I don't know if some of the doubles that I have, I might try to, sell them for cheap if anybody wants. Okay, I'll show you this one. This one's neat. It's got my sister's name on this one too, but I think I was the one who bought it. Anyways, here we go. Here you go. Spawn, one of the earliest superhero movies that came out. I was really super excited about this one when it did come out. I actually really loved it. I know I rented it. Eventually bought it here, and I like that it's got it's got a plastic case over the cardboard box here as well. That's pretty cool. Again, another purchase from Video Update. But this is what I thought was neat. So, and I got this one on DVD upstairs somewhere too. But gotten that one, like I say, eventually. But this is what I discovered too, and I once I was going through all this stuff in my mom's basement, I discovered this movie right here. It says Spawn on it. Got a drawing of Spawn that I did myself there. I was like, what the heck is this? I'm like, I know I got the Spawn movies. Why the heck do I got this? What is this about? Is it the cartoon or not? I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyway, so so I popped it in, and it is a copy of Spawn, the movie. So I'm guessing what probably happened was, I wanted to see it so bad, didn't have a lot of money, but I had enough to rent it, obviously. Had 2 VCRs, tried to double tape it, and it sort of succeeded. Maybe it succeeded back then, but I popped this one in, and it didn't really play that well. It played really bad, so maybe it was somewhat a failed experiment, and then I had to suck up the money and suck it up and get enough to go buy the actual movie. But yeah, here you go. Look at, I got my little bootleg sort of copy. I got the VHS and I got a DVD upstairs of it. I just thought that was kind of neat that I went through the trouble of that. Okay, here's one, a little bit newer, but actually pretty good too. A lot of people might remember this one. Armageddon, basically space cowboys save the world kind of movie. Pretty good. Here's a beat up cover. Hopefully the video, if I can get it out, the video looks really clean and good enough that it'll play or whatever. But here's one I've seen over and over again. There you go. Look at that. Big Trouble in Little China. Like I say, the case is very, I don't know if you can see, look how waterlogged the case is. But yeah, the movie is still pretty good. Obviously it was taken out of the case and the case got wet and was put on at a later date, but really beat up. But good movie as well too. I really like that one. This one too, I think I remember this one being better than the newer one, so I'm going to give this one another watch right here. Judge Dredd with Stallone. Really awesome. Some of the classics are just way better than the newer reboot stuff. It's cool. Here's one I remember watching a lot when I was a kid. But what was it from? The 90s? No, 89. Yeah, 89. Some classic Casper Tales. And actually, this is held up pretty well, the case, I think, for that long. Yeah, just some old Casper cartoons. Here we go, some other Disney ones. Lilo and Stitch. I just really like Stitch. I don't know if I watched some of the other movies. I think there's the cartoon, and I think there was a second one. I don't remember. Yeah, I think there was. But I don't remember much about that one. But this one, first one, really good classic right there. Now this one, who showed this one a while ago? Scott showed this one a while ago, but I think he showed it on, I think he had like DVD and Blu-ray or something, or both, two different types of copies on DVD, I think. But here's a VHS copy, obviously a previously viewed and watched movie. Yeah, here's The Last Unicorn. Did it have some stickers on it? Oh yeah, see, it's got the Video Update sticker on it. Really good movie, like he was talking about. Really, classic animation. For the most part, somewhat a kids movie, but really more of a fantasy adult animation. Really, anything overly too crude, maybe except for one sort of part that's kind of funny and a little more adultish. If you know the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, it's okay for kids. But again, a fantasy more leaning towards adults, really. But yeah, Last Unicorn, pretty cool. I was glad to find the case, and with that, I had to go back later, and I found the case. So that's kind of neat. Last Unicorn. Here's one too. I kind of remember the movie, but I don't remember the plot too much. But I thought this was neat because it was an older movie in a clamshell. And yeah, here we go. We got Indian in the Cupboard. Yeah, from what is it? I don't know what year it was. Trying to look for years. I should always know this before I show the videos, but yeah, an older one. I don't know the year. Indian in the Cupboard. And yeah, Once Upon a Force. It's been a long time since I've seen this one as well too. I thought my son might like this one. Sort of like a Ferngully-ish, sort of, little animals in the forest kind of thing. And The Lion King, a classic. I know we got this on DVD somewhere as well too, but a very classic movie. Very good cartoon. And coming down to the last few here now, split second with the actor, was it Rutger Hauer? I think I've only seen him in a handful of movies and not very big roles or whatever. This is one of his, I think one of his only main actor, as the main actor movies. But wow, man, I remember this one really affected me, and it came out in, again, geez, I wish I could tell you right away what year it was. Really old anyways. Okay, let's say it's an old movie. Was it 80s, 90s, whatever the heck it is. I'll find the date later where you guys can look it up. But this one affected me so much. I remember I was in early elementary when I watched it, and there's not very much of the monster. I mean, the monster probably gets more screen time on this box art than he really does in the movie. But it really left an impression on me when I was a kid, and I was just really in awe of this movie after I watched it, and the creature, and my thoughts were just going crazy in my head about it. And I remember in school we had ended up doing this report and writing a story. Well, this movie was in my head, and I wrote this whole report and story, I guess, but twisted by my own childhood imagination, but based on Split Second. It's, yeah, kind of neat. And this one, of course, too. Eventually I got to get the trilogy of this, but yeah, Back to the Future. Good old classic there as well, too. The first one, if you don't watch any others, definitely got to watch the first one. Okay, now that's already over 20 minutes, let's go a little further, why don't we? So, yeah, let's start at the top of this stack and get through some DVDs and Blu-rays. Nothing much to talk about this one, but yes, did get the Guardians of the Galaxy #2. Great movie, of course. Really like that one. This one, I really highly recommend you guys watch this one. Got this one on the Blu-ray of Frankenstein. So this is the complete miniseries event, which was a TV movie, and I think it was done in 2 large parts. Now this one, why I got it, one, I'm a very huge fan of Frankenstein, the Mary Shelley Frankenstein, not the neck bolts and fire bad, me dumb kind of Frankenstein. The Frankenstein monster that I really like is from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And this one is probably one of the movies, and it being a TV movie, that follows the book to more of the book than anything I've ever seen. And I even have like the older Robert De Niro Frankenstein one. But this one follows the novel more than any other that I've ever watched or known of. So if you guys really, really like Frankenstein, watch this one. There are a few little changes. Some things they change or they leave out, but for the most part, this is the monster. They go right from the beginning, right from the story of the captain on the boat, and then Frankenstein comes to them. Frankenstein retells his story, and of course they have Frankenstein's side of the story. They have the monster side of the story, and then it all comes together at the end. Really, really good. So highly, highly recommend this one. And one of the actors, the guy who played, what's his name here? Yeah, Luke Goss, who played the Frankenstein. He also played, or Frankenstein's monster, sorry. Luke Goss played Frankenstein's monster. He also played Prince Nuada in Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. And you can see some similarities between his acting in that character in this portrayal of the monster in here too. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, really, really awesome. This one, I had to get it $5. It was super cheap. I think I rented it a long time ago when it came out. But here's the second part to the Sin City movies, A Dame to Kill For. I really didn't even remember much after I watched this again. But I was like, okay, yeah, I think I remember. But I really didn't enjoy it like I did way back then. I'm saying when I rented it, I didn't enjoy it like I did the first one. So I never thought I felt I needed to buy it. But eventually found it so cheap, got it, and it was an okay watch, right? Here's one that was pretty cool, and I think this one's for Tim. He really likes these movies. I'm pretty sure. So thinking of him, I got these and had to check them out. So I got the 2-part here. We got the Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal. So both really cool. David Bowie in the Labyrinth right here, and of course both with puppeteering by Jim Henson. Really cool movies and just funny and kind of weird, odd. Old movies, and definitely worth a watch, I think. And man, if I can find, well, actually, I found it, but if I get some extra money or whatever somehow, the movie, The Labyrinth, soundtrack on LP, I'd like to get that. That'd be pretty cool. So that's neat. Okay, a couple quick that I got to show you here just to finish out the collection. Again, a couple of these ones I didn't feel were worth purchasing, but I had all the other movies and I had to finally buy them. I think I rented this one a long time ago. Didn't really feel that it was worth buying, but eventually found it for super, super cheap. So that's why I got that one, just to finish the collection. And then also found this one at my mom's too. I found the other one, got this one. Resident Evil Final Chapter. I never watched this one either until now, and it's terrible, but I just had to finish the Resident Evil movie collection, so that's why I got it. But I think it was after the third one I was really done. Like, it was so far off from the video games that is just, I couldn't believe it anymore. The first two I kind of really enjoyed, but after that, like you say, the third one, and then the last three were just horrible. But this one was really good here. But this is the CG movie of Resident Evil Vendetta, and of course you got Leon and Chris, Rebecca, some of my favorite characters right there. Definitely Chris and Leon are my favorites. This is one of the Resident Evil movies. I think this is the third CG movie that they came out with. Really, really good, enjoyable. Another one here that is definitely highly recommended. 4 Rooms, really neat with Tim Roth. Of course, comic book fan that played the Abomination in the Hulk movie, and amongst other things, what he played in Planet of the Apes, I think. Yeah, he's played a lot of really good roles, but this one is really neat. Some funny action. It's basically 4 different rooms, and it's got like four different directors for those stories, but then they all kind of come together, and it's definitely a movie for adults, but just really funny. Highly recommend it. Go check it out. 4 Rooms, awesome. There's Madonna in there too. Yeah, Antonio Banderas. Yeah. Oh, here's a really gross, stupid, weird movie, but I found it for so cheap. I just had to get it. Some 80s. It's so bad, it's so good kind of thing. The Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, just really wonky, and oh my goodness, I watched this with my son and just I don't know what to say about it. If you never knew this existed, it's worth a weird, funny watch. If you just like watching some things that are old and they're so bad that they're good, that's worth a check out. Oh yeah, getting out near the end here. This is going on too long, but thank you guys for hanging in here. Got the complete first season of The Incredible Hulk. I think this one's going to be worth a check out there. Look at that with the lenticular box set cover. So I can't remember how many seasons there were, but look at that. It's got all those little discs in there. I think that's going to be a good watch, I think. Let me guys know if you've seen that or give me some more information. I could look it up myself too, but like I say, I'm not sure whether it's worth it to get all the other seasons or not. Here's an oldie that I thought my wife would like here. There's Beauty and the Beast with Rebecca De Mornay and John Savage. The older one, which is from 1986. I thought that was neat. Never knew this one existed. And of course, Disney came out with their live-action Beauty and the Beast a while ago. And I really liked the Beauty and the Beast Walt Disney movie when it came out. I liked it when I was a kid. So this is kind of really cool. I think that's going to be worth a watch there. Some other good classic right here. Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife, kind of thing. So, yeah, the first one definitely worth a watch. I think I might have watched the other ones, all of them. I think what was there? There was a Crocodile Dundee 2, and then Crocodile Dundee in San Francisco or something. I can't remember what it was. So in total, I think there was 3. But yeah, Paul Hogan, really great movie there. I think another double feature here. I think this would be fun. Chevy Chase. National Lampoon's Vacation and European Vacation. Double feature there. Funny movies there. Good stuff. And this one, just because these were classics. Definitely the first one with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Cruel Intentions. But here's a three movie pack there with all of them. Just so, I mean, probably everybody in the 90s probably watched Cruel Intentions, I bet. So, anyways, that's that, you guys. Probably gone on longer than I wanted it to. But let me, hear your guys' thoughts. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, seeing all my huge VHS and movie haul. And we'll check you all later. Bye.